Hello, I'm Karen from Canaries with Karen. Thanks for joining me, especially if you're new here today. A warm welcome to you. Today I'm continuing my walk down the strip looking at the bars and restaurants. I'm heading in the direction of the Old Town. You can of course catch the other two walks down the strip on my channel, as well as lots of hotel reviews. In the top right hand side of the screen I'm putting the Google or Tripadvisor ratings, so it may help you choose which bar or restaurant you go to on your next trip. There are some new restaurants and bars that have appeared in the last few months, and I'll point them out as we go. So let's go! The first of the new restaurants and bars is this one, Il Padrino, or The Godfather, an Italian restaurant. It looks really nice. I think I would be tempted to give that one a go. Whereas this restaurant, Pinocchio's, is a long-standing popular Italian restaurant. It opened its doors in 1995 and it's been there ever since. There's another new bar coming up on the right here. It's called Harder Rock, a take on Hard Rock Cafe, I think. It plays really loud music, so if that's your sort of thing, go for it. When it's not blasting out music, it's got plenty of screens with all the sports on. If you've been here before and you're wondering what was it that was here before Harder Rock, it was the Tequila Lounge, and that closed at the end of August in 25. I know some of you really love the Tequila Lounge and will be sad to see it go. O'Reilly's is a longer standing bar. It's got 804 reviews and a score of 3.7. That's the sort of numbers, 804, that you can't really fake on TripAdvisor, and it seems a really popular bar. If you've been to any of these bars, drop me a line in the comments. How was it? I bumped into these fellas on the way out of the bar.
What's your names?
So right now,
Zach.
I'm Zach. I'm from the west side of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I live in the USA, but sometimes I go back home for the UK. And what's your name?
Karen.
Subscribe to Karen's channel right now. What's the channel called?
Canaries with Karen.
Subscribe to Canaries at Karen right now. And if you don't, there's bad luck coming your way.
Well, thanks for the impromptu plug, Zach. It was good to meet you guys. Moving on, you can see how busy it is, and it's December, early December, the time when people aren't usually going out on holiday, and yet it's so busy down this strip. I know the peak time for the Canaries is the winter period, but this is one of the quieter weeks, and yet all the restaurants seem really busy. Except for this one, McCool's, it would seem. Though it goes that way sometimes, doesn't it? One day you run off your feet and the next day you've no customers. That's business for you. When you're looking for somewhere to eat and drink, don't forget to turn up some of these side streets. Just because they're located a little out of the way doesn't mean that they're not so great. In fact, quite the opposite. If they manage to survive up these side streets, they're usually damn good. And I'll show you a couple of examples up here. The Chinese restaurant on the left here, Go Chow Mein Asian Street Food, has got a rating of 4.8 out of 740 reviews. That's not bad. There are quite a few restaurants and bars up this section, but I really wanted to concentrate on the main strip, so I thought I'd just show you these few to give you some sort of an idea. And next door to it, a highly rated fast food restaurant. And if you're fancying a quieter bar rather than the large bars on the main strip, there's a place called The Hideaway just tucked up here with a very good rating. Why not try it out? So back onto the main strip now, and the American Indian Cafe is a real landmark for me. It's got such visually striking decor and it's hard to miss, and has great friendly waiting staff too. But can someone please tell me what on earth is this item on the menu? It's called Blooming Onions, and it's got blooming onion sauce. I don't know what a blooming onion is, but it costs $9.75, so it must be good. If you've eaten this or have a clue what that is, please let me know. Just drop me a line in the comments, or if you've got anything else to say, if you've visited any of the bars and what's your experience been, let me know. I'm also interested in knowing if you can still get a €1 pint anywhere. In this day and age, I think it's probably a thing of the past, but if you know different, please let me know. The Universo Grill is really busy tonight. It's known for its large portions and its steaks, so I think that would go down very well with a large majority of people. And there is a queue for the restaurant as well, which I often think is a good sign. If you are finding my videos interesting and would like to support my work, please consider sharing and subscribing. It really does help my channel, thank you. Next on the strip is the Wok Asia Garden. Out of 401 reviews, it's got a 4.1 rating, which is great. One review did make me laugh though, which I'm going to put up here. Thanks Michael K for your review, which says, if the food is not as hot as you like, there's a microwave for using. So am I understanding this correctly? If they bring you out a tepid meal, you're supposed to take it over to the microwave and reheat it yourself. Have I got that right? Well, apparently so, as 4 other Tripadvisor reviewers talk about the microwave and having to reheat food. Unbelievable. Once again, please do let me know what you think. When you're walking down the strip looking for somewhere to eat or drink, don't forget to lift your eyes upwards or you'll miss some really good restaurants and bars. Above Bianco Italian, there's the Viking House and King's, which are both very good. Up on the top left, the Viking House is an award-winning restaurant. It's been open since 1995, but in 2025 it won the Tripadvisor's Traveller's Choice. It specialises in Nordic and international cuisine, but also apparently has a fantastic gluten-free choice. So for all of you that are avoiding gluten in all its forms, then this could be a very good choice for you. Coming up in a moment, I've got a restaurant that's got a fantastic score in over 2,260 reviews. That really is quite an achievement. And here it is, Enjoy Asian Restaurant, with a score of 4.4 out of those 2,260 reviews. Not only do they have the restaurant eat-in service, they do home delivery to all the island. They do Chinese, Thai, sushi, Japanese teppanyaki cooking, hope I said that right. That's the show cooking that's in the corner of the restaurant. And all the dishes are homemade. And the prices look very reasonable too. This place certainly has got my vote. If you're enjoying my content and you'd like to help me out, there's something called Buy Me a Coffee. I'll put a Q code on the screen and a website link in the video description. And a sincere thank you to those who have helped me this way in the past. Now to my final bar, which is situated right on the seafront. I doubt you can find a bar with better views than this one. What I like best about this place is the beautiful vibe. It's so relaxed. You've got a fabulous view right in front of you. The drinks are a bit pricey, but really you're paying for the fantastic view. I mean, look at that, amazing. You're directly on the beach and you can sit and watch the waves and watch the people go by. It's a great spot for people watching, but mostly just for chilling. I filmed all of this between about the 8th and 16th of December, so the Christmas decorations were up, and the best one was, of course, this big blue bauble, and everybody liked to pose underneath it. In fact, there was arguments broke out when people were being too slow to take their selfies and so on, which was quite amusing really. Right, that's me with a big bauble behind my head. See you later, have a great Christmas, bye for now. Thank you so much for watching, see you again soon.